Hi, my name's Sabrina.
I'm Angel.
I'm Maria.
And my name is Fitzgerald, and our fifth lecture is about petroleum. So, what is petroleum, you ask? Well, petroleum is an oil that is found underground. Sometimes we call it oil. Oil can be as thick and black as tar or as thin as water. Petroleum has a lot of energy. We could turn it into different fuels like gasoline, kerosene, and heating oil. Most plastics are made from petroleum too. People have burned oil for a long time. Long ago, they didn't dig for it. They gathered oil that seeped from under the ground into ponds. It floated on water. Petroleum is a fossil fuel. Long before the dinosaurs, oceans covered most of the earth. They were filled with tiny sea animals and plants. As the plants and animals died, they sank to the ocean floor. Sand covered them. Millions of years passed. The weight of the water and heat from the earth turned them into petroleum and natural gas.
How is petroleum formed? Hydrocarbons combined with dead plant and animal matter that drifted down through marine waters was buried in sediments on the ocean floor millions of years ago. Then heat, time, and pressure transformed the remains into petroleum. Alaska's North Slope is known for petroleum's production.
When we think about petroleum and what it is used for, we think fuel. But in reality, we use it for almost every product that we come into contact with. If we were to stop using petroleum, we would also have to stop using all these items that petroleum makes, such as asphalt, toothbrushes, shower curtains, parts of our cars, tires. Petroleum almost makes all the products we use today.
How is petroleum extracted? Geologists have to drill holes and conduct ground, air, and seismic surveys to predict where it will be found. They have to drill holes during their exploratory drilling and find how deep they are underground. Pressure is required to extract oil from a rock. Some comes out when the hole is made because of all the pressure surrounding it already. The remaining is pumped out. There are two types of extractions. The primary extraction is the initial drilling and pumping of available oil. The secondary extraction is the solvents used or underground rocks are flushed with HO2 or steam to remove additional oil.
Peak oil is a concept that was created by M. King Hubert. He worked for Shell, and he believed that peak oil would occur during 1970, which was accurate because due to that the oil production has been slowing down ever since that era. The idea of peak oil is not that oil will run out, but that it'll become so costly to extract that it wouldn't be worth it. On the graph, it shows that peak oil has already started to go down, and then it shows the oil production in red and knowing oil reserves in orange.
So, what is petroleum's effect on the environment? Petroleum is known as one of the biggest sources of environmental degrader. It is toxic for biotic life and produces poisonous chemicals. The BP oil spill intoxicated the ocean with 170 million gallons of oil, killing more than 8,000 marine wildlife within 6 months after the spill.
How is oil transported from one place to another? First, they use pipelines to move crude oil, gasoline, diesel fuels, and other products to consumer markets. Oil tankers are ships that carry oil through sea, and trucks transport oil on ground to gasoline stations.
So, last but not least, is this a viable fuel source in the United States for the future, for the next 100 years or so? And the answer to that is no. This may be a great resource for us to use, but it is currently in high demand and it will not stop with the growing population. We have already reached peak oil in the United States, so it is only a matter of time where it is way too expensive to extract from the ground.